Greetings, Americans. As you can tell, it took me a while to get here. This is another tax day, and it's upon us, and all the spending that's going on all over, not only in our federal, but our state and our local governments, needs to stop. I've been ball and chained. I feel imprisoned. I'm distressed. I'm at my wits' ends, and I feel absolutely powerless. And I think I look like most of us feel. This is why there's 67,000 pages of tax code manipulating us to succeed or fail. This is how many boxes we need to contain our tax code. We need to get rid of it. We don't need to reform it. It does not need one more page. Last year, there was 500 changes to the tax code. Last year, there was 3.7 million words in the tax code. That's why we have to take more money to spend to have somebody do our taxes for us. We are here today to share our frustration and have united. Over 2,000 cities today are at rallies, other Tea Parties or fair tax rallies. Over 30 here just in the state of Washington. While I have too been so frustrated, I'm also here to share the solution that I found. Would you agree that DC has the power when we, the people, are supposed to have the power? Would you agree that if the power were back in the hands of the people, we would be heard? The tax code has given DC the power to manipulate us, decide failures and successes, and one piece of legislation to combat the 67,000 pages of tax code weapon is the... With the fair tax as the new law of the land, we, the people, will be heard because they will no longer have their hands in our back pockets. The fair tax is an ingenious national retail sales tax with a prebate. The fair tax is revenue neutral, meaning it will bring in exactly the same amount as it does today. No one drug dealer is going to file his income tax in the current system. And he's probably not going to do it if he has to do 10% of it, what he brought in either. Under the fair tax, no more payroll taxes. Any business owners out here? Yeah. What would happen to your business if you didn't have payroll taxes or capital gains taxes? Would you get to build another business, hire more employees, give your employees raises, hire another one so that there's not so much of a workload? The answer to that is yes. Thank you. Have any of you added up those three totals of FICA, Medicare, and federal tax withholdings lately? Well, under the fair tax, that total will be put back in every payday, every check, and that will stimulate the economy. At the founding of our country, women did not have the right to vote. Through legislation, we, the people, over decades, changed that. 35 years ago, here in Washington State, it was illegal to homeschool your child. We, the people, through legislation, changed that. And now, we, the people, through legislation, can change that. While there are two pieces of legislation, fair tax is the replacement, not the reform. We don't need another page on the 67,000 pages already there. It has $22 million of private money researched backing it up. We have 51 congresspeople in D.C. right now that have co-sponsored this legislation in the House. We have 4 in the Senate. They put their life, their career politician job on the line by signing this legislation because it will take the power out of their hands and put it into ours. So they're really standing up, all 51 of them, from 22 different states. And just to let you know, Washington State has 0. And we can change that. But we can change that. At the FairTax table, just off to my right, you can sign a petition that will get you online and networking nationwide. It's not just a state or a local site. www.fairtaxnation.com. We also have other information to go and pick it up. We will be having a meeting on the 21st of this month at the Kennewick Main Street, at the Kennewick Library, and you're probably going to see me on corners throughout the Tri-Cities and the state of Washington, dressed in jail suit here for a while. Let's change the system.
I have two.
Yes, John, go ahead. Yes, sir.
Hello, I'm a transplant from Tennessee. I've been here about 18 months. We went through a